Well, it's been quite a while since I've been out caching, almost a year I think, at least a good 6 months or so. So we're back at the Red Hill Rail Trail to go geocaching. Lots of people have found this one recently. I looked for it last time I was here and couldn't find it and gave up. So, description and hint is that it's made to blend in. Stump looks like it's had people grabbing at it the last time I was here. I assume people. I just feel like it would be logically a bolt. I don't feel like it would be one of these sleepers. And I'm just sort of assuming it's in this area. It could be out over in the trees there. I think I'm going to read some logs. Okay. So someone midway through last month found it and said that they relied on the GPS rather than where they first thought it might be. So I'm going to try and rely on my GPS. Okay, it is. I am getting the feeling that I should go that way. I've made my way right into the foresty wood area, which means that if somebody comes and has a look around here now, they're going to think I'm an idiot. Maybe it's... And I feel like I've come... I don't feel like I've gone down enough paths which are have been like worn in by caches. Like it doesn't feel like... What is that? Is that... It's not fake, is it? It's not fake, but it really looked like it was. So yeah, I've got no idea. The map and the GPS is not entirely accurate at the moment, and I don't know. This one's just really frustrating, and people have found it recently. Found it. You're probably not going to be able to see it. So, double check there's no muggles. Ow! Oh. Yep, that's the cache. That is... For some reason, that just felt really good. I haven't been caching in over 6 months, and I've already tried to find this one. It's just something... I just forgot how much I enjoy caching. What's the date today? Eighth, the 12th, 25. Big freak out. So it's 389 fines, and I posted a thing on social media last year saying I've only got 20 caches to go and I'm going to try and get them by the end of the year, and it came up on my feed as a memory thing, and I was like, oh, I am no closer to getting that many caches like since I made the video last year, which means I pretty much haven't been caching this year. So I've gotten a bit motivated and finally got us out for a walk. That's not so many pockets. And we are back at the Red Hill Rail Trail to get at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8, 9. We're going to see how far we can be bothered walking with the time ahead of us. We've got plenty of Red Bull, and I've had plenty of lollies, got more lollies, so I think it will be fine to get at least 6 more. So, off we go. So, I got too comfortable walking. I mean, look at how beautiful this place is. And went past the first cache real quick and easy. So, again, GPS isn't doing too great. The cache is designed to blend into the environment. Oh, you bastards. Past logs have found it recently, and a couple of low counters and a couple of high counters. So, it's along here. It's going to be along here somewhere, so but I know that the caches along here are not the same all along. I don't know if you can see it, but there's little trails and things back here. I thought that this sort of bit of vegetation was signs of caches coming in here, but it may just be animals in general. I strongly believe that it is in there somewhere. And one of the recent logs said that it didn't take them long, didn't fool them. And then another one said it was covered in mud and buried. So, we've got some slightly contradictory reports. So I'm going back to exactly the same spot. I am really happy with the lack of people on the rail today, on the trail today, or at this time. I think I did a smart move coming on a Tuesday or Monday. This one's frustrating me a bit from the get-go. Yeah, caching's great and all, but this is the tree that I went around twice. I came up here, I pulled that log. I just had the thought, it was right there the whole time. I mean, I love caching and I hate caching at the same time. Bunch of people are coming. So I don't know if you can see, you'll be able to see, but down the path down there is a lovely young lady with her dog, and she got a little bit chatty, and I'm just not in the mood to chat. Yeah. So I didn't manage to get any footage of me signing the log or putting it back, but I did, and I found it. So it's 390. Just got 10 to go, and 4 or 5 more today. Guys, come on. We've been standing here for 20 minutes now, and you guys haven't you sniffed everything? Come on, let's go. There's a beautiful house just there, but it makes me think of post-apocalyptic worlds where you'd have to defend that if it was yours. In case you were looking for a camouflaged plastic container, post logs are the same as the previous ones. Navigate, something went wrong in the navigation. So, on the map, there's a somewhat dead tree. I'm going to assume that's the tree. So it's up just a little bit further. There are way too many dog plastic poo bags. South side of track at base of 2 trees. So I think that is the south side. I'm confident. That's 2 trees. That's 2 trees. But we're going to go with this one. Now I'm just rummaging around in the woods behind someone's house. Well, now I don't think it's at the base of those 2 trees. I feel like it has to be those 2. Okay, I've got levels with which I use notes and stuff and hints from other people. And I'm at the level now of looking through the post logs to see if anyone's left any clues. And some people have. Aussie Peters, or Pieters, however, produced this photo. So those 2 trees in the background now I don't know where he's sitting. So here some branches have been placed. And it looks like he might be in a little bit. Okay, hello, here we go. Okay, so we're going into this section. I believe that those trees right there, the dark ones, are the 2 the kid's sitting behind. So he's sitting here somewhere. So it's a Tupperware container from what I've seen in other photos. And I think that kid was sitting on this branch, and that's the trees. Another dog bag. Someone showed a picture that looked like it could be here. But if it's the base of 2 trees, maybe... here we go. So I'm ridiculously close to the house. Like it's right there. And I'm far enough off the path, far enough off the path that it looks deliberate. But now I've got the cache, so none of that matters anymore. A used coffee card. Little bits of effort. That it's a notepad, like I've got one here. Just the effort of printing that out and putting it on there. That feels nice. It's like a nice little addition. Oh my god, 2016, this is almost... Well, it looks like the first one here is 6 of the 8th. Oh, well, that'll be things. So 2016. This cache is almost 10 years old. I've forgotten what the date is again. I think it's the 6th. 8th. And because I've got enough space, do I have any... Oh. Thought I was running out of batteries, but I've got them everywhere. I'm going to drop off bridge to juniors and in KY state, whatever that means. I think that's like a US state badge for some purpose. There's a lot of trees here. It's not really at the base of 2 trees. So I haven't even... I pretty much looked at nothing but the map, GPS map. Whoa, whoa. That was slippery. But this amount of path is just too awesome to follow, not follow. Looks like a tree's fallen over it. It doesn't look like it's had too much traffic because of the amount of leaves and the growth. And yeah, had some major branch damage and droppage. So the dogs can get past with no issues, but I would need to cut stuff in order to get past. So we'll let them go exploring for a little bit. Now we'll hit the description. The GPS here is terrible. How? Just noticed that. How does that happen? I don't know how that's gotten here. The cache you're looking for is a small plastic container, BYO pen. No hint. most of the logs are the same as previous logs on this in this area, and somebody has posted a photo of it, and somebody else said it's hanging at head high. So that's why the logs are cheating, in my opinion, a little bit, because that's just told me pretty much everything I need to know. Plus the picture even shows what I need to be looking for, which is it's kind of ridiculous, but at the same time you get to a certain point where you're like, come on, I just want to find it. And at the moment those pictures and clues aren't helping that much. Yeah, the pictures and stuff haven't really helped. I'm trying to look at eye height, and for a fairly seemingly obvious black container, I feel like it should, being black, it should pop a little bit against all the green and the light brown. I'm also assuming that I don't have to go off the path very far. I'm not seeing any real evidence of anyone going off the path, which would make sense back here because we're away from people. There's people coming. Doctor. Stealthy. Good girls. Those are good girls. I often wonder when I do something like that, where I consciously hide from someone, how often am I walking along somewhere and there's just somebody watching me because they're being stealthy? So the picture shows what I thought was that section in there. Oh, okay. It's a biggish tree. Which could be those. Far out, that was a bird call. As it was happening, it felt like a man saying something. Now, in this picture, you can see the road, which makes me think that it's these trees here. That would mean the cache should be somewhere just here, and I don't see it. Oh wait, what about that tree? Oh. That's the tree. That's it right there. So, the cache is not not here. The cache is not hanging up. Right there where it should be. There's the... That is the same tree right there. So... None of the previous logs say so maybe those guys found it but then hung it up there just to show that they found it. Voices. So we'll just head back in here a little bit. Come here. Good girls. Yeah, so I think it's closer to the road than up here. Exactly the same couple as before. So, based on the slightly wonky GPS, Doctor, come here. Come here, good girl. There's a good girl. Ah, Doctor. So, that over there's the tree, but the wonky GPS is suggesting over here. I can't see any places where people... Ah, hey, Doctor! I can't see any places in here. Oh man, this one's annoying. Now it's suggesting a little bit further forward. Has it fallen, is that? This is really frustrating. So I gave up on that last one. On the way back we'll check it out, because I don't think I'm going to go for the really far ones today. The hint for this one says that it's in a tree hollow, and the GPS is directing me up into this section here. So another dog poo bag. I genuinely would prefer dog poo rather than a dog poo bag, to be honest. To the right, tree hollow, so I'm going to guess it's probably right there. One of the things, I say this a lot on geocaching videos, but one of the things I love about geocaching is that not only has it brought me to the Red Hill Rail Trail, it's caused me to come off the path and just have a sit. Are they the freaking... Wow. That is fairly secure. Oh, there's another one. And another one. And so it's great for the dogs because they like foraging and sniffing. But there's somebody coming now. So. I have no idea if that person saw me or not. They had big headphones on, so maybe. I feel like moving Asher would have caused their vision to... $392. And there's one more. Then there's 2 that I've already gotten. And then there's 4 that I haven't gotten. So I think we're going to try and go for it. So the batteries went out. So I've decided to sit here, redo the batteries, and then I'm going to record. But I've only got 4 minutes left on the memory card, which makes me think that I A, need a bigger memory card, and B, you're probably not going to see most of the rest of this adventure. So here's some highlights. So I found one, and then I didn't film that one. So I'm now looking for another one. And the picture suggests that it's got a big tap and stuff. So that was like that, and I've unscrewed it, and the picture that I had showed me that what I'm looking for is that. There's a good chance I may have left that if I hadn't have known. Fantastic little cache, that one. Oh, hello. I know you're on the lead right now, you don't like that, but I've just got to sign this digital log. 394 total. So, feeling okay. Going to keep walking and see if we can catch or grab 4 more. So my phone battery has died, which means we no longer have access to geocaching app, map or information, so I'm calling it and turning around and going back. Oh, pardon me. We got to 392, 394, I think. Because So I think I've only got to get 6 more to reach 400 by the end of the year. And then I think going forwards after that, a modest total of 100 a year is going to be the goal. Somewhat knackered, but it's been a really good, really good. Going out for a nice long walk with the girls is one of the best things I think I do for my health. And given my health is in the toilet at the moment, that's saying a lot. So this has been another geocaching adventure. Thank you very much for watching, and back to me in the studio.